Let's set up our Unreal Engine project for the RTS camera series. First, open the Unreal Project browser and select the blank template under the Games section. For this series, we'll name our project UE5 RTS Camera Tutorial to keep everything clear and organized. Set the project type to Blueprint since we'll be building all logic visually for maximum accessibility. Once you've double-checked your settings, click Create to launch your new project. Next, let's save our new level. Press Ctrl and S on your keyboard to open the Save dialog. Name the level MainMap and click Save. Let's create our RTS player pawn and set up the camera. Open the content browser, right-click in the empty space and choose Blueprint class. Select pawn as the parent class and name it BPRTS player. Open BPRTS player and switch to the Viewport tab. Select BPRTS player in the Components panel, then click Add and search for Spring Arm. With the spring arm selected, click Add again and search for Camera to attach a camera to the spring arm. Select the spring arm and set its rotation pitch to -50 and yaw to 45. Change the target arm length to 1000, and this gives us a good angled view for our RTS camera. Next, let's set up the input system for our RTS project. In the content browser, create a new folder and name it Input. Inside the Input folder, right-click, go to the Input section, and create an input mapping context asset. Remove the new from the beginning of the name and keep the rest as is. Now inside the Input folder, create another folder called Actions. Go into the Actions folder, right-click, go to the Input section, and create a new input action asset. Name this one Test Action. We're using Test Action just to confirm our input setup is working. Later, we'll add more actions for different camera controls. Double-click on Test Action to open it, and set its value type to Digital, which acts as a simple on or off button. Go back to the Input folder and open your Input Mapping Context asset. Add a new mapping and select Test Action as the action. For now, bind it to the S key. Now let's connect our input setup to the project. First, save both the Input Mapping Context and the Test Action assets. Go back to the main content folder, right-click, and choose Blueprint class. Select PlayerController as the parent class and name it BPRTS Controller. Open BPRTS Controller and go to the event graph. Next to Event Begin Play, right-click and search for Enhanced Input Local Player Subsystem. From this node, drag off and find the IsValid node with a question mark icon. Then from the Enhanced Input Local Player Subsystem node, drag another wire and search for Add Mapping Context. Set the mapping context input to the input mapping context asset we created earlier. Wire Event. Begin play to the exec pin on IsValid and wire the IsValid output to Add Mapping Context. This connects our input system to the controller and makes sure it's ready as soon as the game starts. Next, let's set up our game mode. Right-click in the content browser, select Blueprint class and choose Game Mode Base. Name it BPRTS Game Mode. Open RTS Game Mode and in the Details panel, set the PlayerController class to BPRTS Controller. Set the default pawn class to BPRTS Player, compile and save. Now switch to your MainMap level in the World Settings or Toolbar. Set the active game mode to RTS Game Mode. To verify our input setup, open BPRTS Player and go to the event graph. Right-click and search for Test Action, then add the event. Drag off from the start pin and add a print string node. Set the string to something like Test. Compile and save your blueprint. Now press play in the editor. When you hit S on your keyboard, you should see the print message appear in the top left of the screen, and this confirms your enhanced input system is working. That wraps up part 1 of our RTS camera series. We set up the Unreal Engine project, created our main map, set up the enhanced input system, built our RTS player and controller, and confirmed the input system is working. If you found this helpful, subscribe to the channel and head over to part 2 where we'll start adding camera movement functionality.